El Carrisal is located at 29 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. They have a big dining area for you and your family to come dine in for lunch or supper. Restaurant hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for supper. Orders are available for pickup by calling in your order at 229-482-1122. Go check out El Carrisal on Main Street in Lakeland the next time you're in town.
All right, it's game day. You only got one job to do. That's win. That means you stay focused for 4 quarters. Know your assignments and finish on every play. Don't be looking for shortcuts, and don't even think about making excuses. Because if you want the W, you're going to have to earn it.
Kyle's going to run him down.
And Kyle run him down. Great snap right up the middle. And a hell of a man motion. Motion, he turns the corner.
Oh, he's got a block. Go, 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 go.
Ooh, big hit. That number 1. Josiah Hill to the outside, makes a good run. Starting backfield, Josiah to his right, got a man in motion. Josiah takes the ball.
He's got a lane.
Oh, what a great. Hands it back to Josiah, who cuts it back to the left. Another first down. Another first down there in the backfield. Josiah there.
There he is.
Long throw.
Let's go!
Oh, he digged it. That was a shoot that fell off. So what a great pass.
Let's go!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rockmore Field. I'm Ryan Tooten. I'm here with Keith Newbern. We are finally at the final game of the season, Keith. The captains have taken their spot there in the middle of the field. I didn't see what the coin toss was.
I didn't either. I didn't catch the.
They've shaken hands.
I was asking way too early, and nobody could tell me. And then,
well, they have shaken hands, and they have gone ahead and made it back to their respective end zones. And so we're playing here the Charlton County Indians, and they've came ready to play. They have had a great season, as they normally do. And so tonight's game should be a good one. Of course, another region game. Our young Bulldogs, our young Bulldogs have struggled this year. But, boy, I tell you what, I know that some good things are coming from this young crew.
Yeah, we got a lot of young guys. We bring back our entire team except for Taquan Baker.
Yep.
He's our lone senior. And Ryan, I watched the Charlton County's got the Charlton County Network. I watched their coaches show this week just to see how, what their coach might have to say about our team, and they're kind of looking at this game as a tune-up for the playoffs.
Right.
They know that they're going to get in that top 24 when it comes out next week, and they're looking at this game to get tuned up for the playoffs. They're not looking past us. Coach did say he saw a lot of, even though we were an 0-9 team, we're an 0-9 team that could beat him if he didn't come over here ready to play. And
absolutely.
And I think that's true. He said he saw a lot of talent on this team, and it's a young ball team, and it really made me feel good about our somebody from the outside seeing some of the things we have saw this year.
That's right. I know I was eating lunch with the FCA banquet yesterday, and had the privilege of sitting with at our table was Coach Williams and Coach Scott Ray, our athletic director, and we were having that conversation. And I tell you, this coach has really bought in to these young guys. Just had somebody step in the press box here. Dawson Stalvey, who was one of our players from last year, just came in and shook our hands. Good to see him. And But we were talking yesterday, and I tell you, he has really bought into these young players.
Yes.
And, I mean, he loves them. He expects a lot from them, but he told me how, man, they hungry. They hungry. You know, I think we got, 13, 14, 15 freshmen.
That's right.
And, man, if you get
several sophomores.
You get a bunch like that are hungry, like he said, and they're working hard. And it's going to be exciting for Lanier County if he can keep this team going. And Charlton County be kicking off. Ball set up on the 40. Lanier County is black on black. Charlton County's got the white tops on. Little scribbler down the middle. It's going to be picked up by somebody. Keontae Hodges. Keontae needs to secure that ball just a little bit better. He had that ball stuck way out. The ground's a little wet out here.
It is a little wet, and he slipped down about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think he picked up a yard. Once he got it, he just kind of hit the corner there. And
kind of looked like nobody wanted to get that thing.
No, I know. I think it stayed on the ground from the 50-yard line all the way down to about the 20-yard line and bouncing around, and nobody wanted it. No hot potato out there, but Keontae picks it up. I wish one of those other guys would have just fell on it right there, and we could have picked up another 10 or 15 yards.
That's right. Looking at this Charlton team and seeing them on some films this year, they're not really a big team, but they're fast.
They're fast.
Got not a lot of size, but a lot of speed. And
Rashad there in the shotgun, going to throw it deep. Got a man open.
Got Taekwon.
Oh, man.
In and out of his hands.
In and out of his hands. In and out of his hands. He had his man
Would have been a big game. Could have been a touchdown.
Could have been a touchdown. He actually had this guy beat and just didn't get his hands wrapped around the ball and got to secure it. You know, got to bring it down and no pass interference. He just kind of went in and out of his hands on that one.
Good play there by the defensive back, but Quan kind of out-jumped him.
Yep. He's grabbing a hold of his helmet going, all right, that was on me. EJ to the far side, along with Colton Hughes.
Looks like Keontae and Taekwon on this side.
Keontae in motion. Rashad.
Running that little option. Going to keep it.
Maybe picked up.
About back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
No, actually, it looks like he's going to lose about a yard. He's going to lose a yard. It's going to be second, third down and 11. Don't have a very big crowd here tonight, and of course, last of the season, 0-9. We've been struggling.
Kind of cool
it's
evening.
Kind of cool
been
evening.
all day.
Yeah, it's wet out there.
People still coming in. They're filing in slowly down there, but.
And so, again, we got the same spread. Stay in motion.
Got movement up front.
Movement. Must be a false start.
Not sure which way they're going with that. Looks like.
I see some of the Charlton County players clapping, so it's going to go against Lanier County. False. Going to take them back 5 more yards. It's going to be third and about 15 or 16. But I was talking to the coach yesterday, and I was telling him, I was like, the community is buying into what you're doing, and we support you. And it's not about the wins and the losses as much as it is about making these players into young men that's going to be benefit to this community. And I think he's doing a good job of that. Rashad's rolling out to his right. Oh, and just threw it outside the hands of Colton Hughes. Colton Hughes kind of threw on the run there. Going to have to punt, and that's going to set up Charlton County in real good field position. And usually Rashad comes around with kind of a rugby-style kick. Kind of most time just don't get very high and just kind of flips and flops. And so Charlton County receiver will set up on about the 44, 43-yard line, walking down about the 40.
One kind of short, one kind of deep. They're very dangerous with their kick returns.
They got a lot of speed.
Punt return, a lot of speed. Shaw got it out of there.
And he just about.
Guy picks it up. It's like going to be Cortez Robinson making the stop.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a good way right there to, he kind of pulled a quick one on it, kind of like he stepped back and then decided to pick it up and run with it. And luckily we stayed right there. But I tell you, the guy, I didn't see who it was, but, boy, he just about got Rashad there in the end zone.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know who the man was supposed to be blocking him, but didn't put a hand on him. And luckily Rashad was able to kind of run out and be when he does that rugby-style kick, he was able to still get it off.
Squirted away there,
wow,
didn't he?
That was close. Little pitch there to number 16. He ain't very big, but I tell you what, he's following his blockers real well. And so he picked up looks like about 16 yards on that particular play. That number 16 there ain't but 140 pounds, but boy, I tell you what, he come around that corner really quick. Again, they hand it to number 4, the running back there.
Flag comes in late from the far sideline.
Elliott, he's a senior, 5'10", about 190 pounds. Let's see what the flag's for. Face mask on the defense. So that's going to tack on another 15 yards. Colton Hughes runs over to the sideline. Looks like he may have hurt his shoulder a little bit. And Josh is looking at it while they step off these 15 yards.
It should be half the distance to the goal.
Colton might got a little stinger on that, I believe.
Going to put them down about the 6-yard line.
Got a personal foul. That's going to put them on the what?
About the 6-yard
line.
First and goal from the 6.
Real quiet out here tonight.
Hear the cheerleaders well.
I know. Usually it's kind of loud around here. It's real quiet tonight. Hear the cheerleaders. They're doing a good job. They've cheered all year. Number 2 is just going to decide to keep it, run right up the gut.
Fake the handoff. He's going to get down to about the 1.
Well, I tell you what, he pushed and pushed and pushed, but they brought him down about the 1-yard line. I think that's one of their studs. He's a senior, 5'9", 165 pounds, Anderson. And they say that he's really quick, got good feet. I don't know what kind of throwing abilities he has, but.
Yeah, like I said, I was listening to their coaching show, and their coach said they had 22 seniors.
22
Number 4 dives into the end zone.
Yeah, number 4 dives in the end zone and scores a touchdown. I tell you what, if you have 20-something seniors
in a Class A school,
you better be winning every game. I don't even know what their record is this year. I looked it
They're
up.
6-3, I believe.
6-3, and they always put a good program together. And but here's the thing. That's what me and Coach Williams were talking about yesterday. I think we're loaded down with freshmen this year. If you keep that freshman class and that sophomore class together, and you keep them buying into it, the other kids, they got a good group coming in from 7th and 8th graders that are coming up. That I hope that start getting in there. So I've got a flag, maybe a delay game.
And a swinging gate formation.
I don't think that they were set up properly or got an extra man in the backfield or what they got. We might have had somebody offsides. I don't know. Yeah, we had somebody offsides.
No, he pointed towards them. He showed offside defense.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he pointed the other way. He gave the defensive signal, but pointed the other way.
So that's going to move them back a little bit.
We'll put them kicking them.
They got that swinging gate standing off over there.
It'll be a 25-yard extra point try instead of a 20-yard extra point try.
That's their.
They're going to get the 5 yards back.
That the kicker that's lined up there. Is that number 22?
It's number 80, I believe.
No, the kicker, number 22.
The kicker, it looks like 80 from here. False start on them. 88. Or that is 22.
No, that is 22. That is 22.
Weird looking number.
That's their stud. The wide receiver, 6'4", 215 pounds.
He kicks. He's got a weird kick. He just barely moves.
Well, if you're 6'4", 215, you don't. I mean, momentum's going to put a lot of it.
Yeah. Well, watch his kick here.
He's a wide receiver.
So he's about 2.5, 3 yards from the ball.
Straight behind it.
And we've hit him again.
I don't know who that was.
We might not get this extra point made tonight.
I'll tell you what, we're playing tag. It's going back and forth. They going to move him again or going to?
This time it's going to be on
us. So it's going back and forth. Well, we may be icing the kicker. Ain't that what we're doing? We're icing the kicker. And so that swinging gate has been shut and open, shut and open.
Well, they've closed it for good this time.
Our boys are trying to chomp at the bit. There's the snap. Oh, and it's a fake. It's a fake. Throws it deep. And he
No
misses
good.
it. No good. No good. And the guy was open. The throw was low. And so the point after, the 2-point conversion was no good. So your score is 6-0. Charlton County Indians, 9 minutes, 39 seconds left here at Rockmore Field in the first quarter. It is a little cool out there tonight. All of our cheerleaders have got all their pants and jacket on, except my daughter. She's out there in her shorts. Of course, Jeremy's here beside us. He's got on shorts. And
Jeremy wore
a
shorts to
t-shirt.
Columbus last week.
I'll tell you.
He was the only man in Columbus, Georgia last Friday, was it, Jeremy, with shorts on?
Oh,
Thursday?
we got a couple girls. I guess we got my daughter and Rena and another one down there, Daisy, I think, or somebody, and this got on their shorts. I think they did not get the notice on the wind and the cooler.
The wind pants, did it?
I'm surprised I didn't get that text from my daughter about bringing hers, but
you might get one to say, "Could you go get those
yeah,
at halftime?"
exactly. Number 22's lined up. He's going to be there. He's going to kick it off. Again, he's just straight behind the ball. Just kind of
Line drive.
Oh. Taekwon Baker.
Picked it up on the 14.
I wish Taekwon would secure it just a little bit. I hate when they run that ball and they holding it kind of like a loaf of bread out
That's
there on
right.
the outside. And,
He picked it up on the 14.
Especially with this kind of wet field right here. It's kind of tough. That was a
It's gonna
good
be
run.
slick. Yeah, picked it up
That
on
was
the 14, brought it back over to about the 36, 37-yard line.
Came in, got behind his blockers.
37-yard line.
And had a good run there. We got good, decent field position. And so that'll start us out at the 37.
A lot better field position we had on our first drive of the night.
Hands the ball off to Josiah. Oh, big hit there.
Giddy got up.
He may have made a yard. Looks like he picked up about a yard.
He was up to about the 39-yard line, and they spotted where he was knocked back to. I don't like that spot.
I was a little hard on Josiah the last game that we covered. We wasn't here last Friday night because our girls were in the Final Four over in Columbus. But that looked like a pretty hard run there by Josiah. He likes to tiptoe sometimes, and he kind of hit that hole pretty hard. And so I like that aggressiveness.
C.J. Johnson with a
C.J.
nice
Johnson
little
with
run.
a good run there.
Up to the 45-yard line. Listening to their coach's show, their coach was unhappy with their run defense. He said that was their last game, and I'm trying to remember who their opponent was. Clinch County, Clinch County runs up the rushing yards almost everybody.
Yeah,
I thought he got to the 40. He got over the 40. I thought he got to the 45. But
no, boy, that was not a very good spot there.
that's two in a row, But their coach was upset that they had given up 350 yards rushing in 3 ball games.
Well, they've got a weird way of setting. Oh, and
First down,
CJ's
some
right
more.
up the middle. Oh, all the way down to the 40-yard line. What a great run. Picks up about 20 yards on that run. And that's just what you was talking about there, Keith. But, if you notice the way the defensive line is set up, there's 2 men down, and that's it. Kind of everybody's side line.
That's right.
Almost everybody's a linebacker. Everybody's just kind of standing up, not even in a position.
15.
Only 2 guys are down in a position, if you'll notice there.
Linebacker's not.
See, you got
filling
2
the gap.
guys. You only got 2 guys that are down.
CJ, another positive play.
Well, it looks like our coach maybe been watching something that coach was saying because that's some of the better runs that we've had this year. And so we've not done the best at running the ball at the middle especially, and got something going on here. CJ comes out, and Josiah goes in.
2nd and 7, about 7.
If we run this ball a few times and tighten up that box, and I tell you what, we can hit Taekwon or EJ down the sideline, boy, that'd be nice. Josiah, again, right up the middle, picked up another, looks like about 4 yards, maybe 5.
It'll be closer to 2 after the – yeah, he's up to the 37.
Oh, okay.
2-yard gain.
2-yard gain.
But this is 4-down territory.
Oh,
if
absolutely, absolutely. I mean,
especially when you're 0-9.
that's
So
exactly right.
no reason to abandon the run right here.
Nope. Oh,
Rashad kept it.
Oh,
nobody
nowhere.
to pitch it to.
I almost wish he'd have kind of just kept on going to the outside and used his speed to get around that corner.
Going to lose Back to the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
Loss of about 4. Bring about a 4th and 9. It's like he was running an option and had no pitch.
There wasn't nobody out there to pitch it to, so it might have just been a design.
Somebody might have went the wrong way. Looks like they jumped.
They jumped. That's going to give us at least 5 yards back. Make that 4th down a little bit easier.
4th and 4 now.
Man, he moved that ball. Okay.
Should have went to the 36.
It's on the 39.
That's gonna be
No, 36. I'm going the other way.
Well, yeah, I have saw some questionable spots on a couple of our running plays.
You got CJ back in.
On this set of downs, I thought CJ's run was up to the 40, and they put him back at the 42.
Keontae in motion.
Oh, we moved.
We moved. It was like a
I know our back moved. I don't know.
I think that was Aeneas Dean.
Well, I saw the back move. I was looking to see who the back was going to be. And
well, I tell you what, we've gone back and forth tonight. You're listening to us out there. We're Charlton County 6, Lanier County 0. 6 minutes and about 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're running the ball right now pretty good. We've gone back and forth on some penalties of all sides and false starts. Back and forth, back and forth. Look, 4th and 9. Oh, nowhere to go, and we lost so many yards. And I tell you, the corners had really tightened up on the receivers there. Nowhere to go, but that was a big sack there by your Charlton County Indians. And so Charlton County will get the ball, and they'll start out on about what the 40,
about our 47, about their 47-yard line. So he lost about 6 yards on that play. May have held on to that ball a little bit too long, right?
I think so, too.
Get the ball out of his hands a little bit quicker is.
Man, that number 22 right there that we was talking about, he just reached up, snagged that ball right out of the air. Somebody had told me to make sure I keep my eyes on him, that Brantley Sloan. Again, he's their big guy, 6'4", 215 pounds. If I'm not mistaken, he's the biggest kid they got on their team. And
13-yard pass play. Be another first down.
Throws it out to number 3. Number 3 makes a move. He's going
score.
down the sideline. I don't know that we're going to catch him. Keontae may have knocked him out of bounds, and he does.
Knocked him out.
All the way down
inside the 10.
Inside the 10. That's like about 6-7 yard line.
Down about the 4. No, back around the 5. He moved back a yard. I always look at this side judge on our side. It's easier to tell where he's standing at than the
one over there.
One on the other side. But
they're right on the 5. Man in motion. Got that same little kind of just threw it up in the air. It's going to hit the corner. And
they pushed him out. They're going to call it a touchdown.
They're going to call it, but that was on the inside. That was not a touchdown.
Unless he reached the ball across the goal.
That was not a touchdown.
It was not a touchdown.
That was not a touchdown.
That official got hit himself, and no way he could make that call. They should have let the one
in the back there make that call. Yeah. He was looking at it, and the guy who got hit made the call.
The guy got knocked out of bounds. If we had replay like you do in college, that would have got overturned, and it wouldn't have took but about 3 seconds.
Yep, because he actually went on the inside, or the outside, the pylon there, and I didn't see the ball reach. As a matter of fact, I think the ball was in his left hand to start with.
That's right.
So they got the –
Well, I'm not a slim guy myself, but they have some of the healthiest fellas running the sidelines that I've ever seen on an officiating crew.
Hey, we are on the bottom of the – I ain't going to say that. I ain't going to say it.
You generally see some slim, track-looking guys, so side judges and back judges. And see that kick? I mean, he just walks up there and punches it.
I don't know if they've ever seen that right there, Keith. That was something else. I mean, he just kind of took a little step up there and poof. And you know what? A lot of kids overkick. That's why that ball goes left and right and side to side.
He just does the job.
Yeah, he don't have a lot of wasted movement. He's only about a yard or two behind the ball. Just go up there and just put your foot behind it. That's all you got to do.
That's right. Well, we got a second. Look at our field. We're playing the fifth ball game now. Our scrimmage on the road. So 5 ball games we've played on this field.
But now middle school's played out here too.
Middle school's played several games.
JV.
Our rec department's played some games here. JV played some games here. Our field is in excellent shape for game number 10.
It looks good. It really looks good. They have done a great job this year in maintaining the field and the conditions of it. 5 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the first quarter. Your Lanier County Bulldogs 0, Charlton County Indians 13. Number 22 is lined up, going to kick off again. The ball's on the 40. Taekwon and Keontae's deep. The ball's up in the air. Taekwon's going to receive it. Get behind his. Goes right up the middle. He's got a lane.
That's going to be a horse collar.
That's going to be a horse collar if I see anything.
No, he's not.
I guess he's going to call it to let go of it. He didn't really.
He never let go of it until he was going down. He didn't pull him back.
No, he didn't pull him back.
I think that's one of the things.
But I think his reason is because he never got a good hold of it. It wasn't because he let go. It was just because he didn't have a grip on it.
Taekwon is going to have about a 34-yard return. He
and I tell you
what, the 10 and brought it back up to the 44-yard line.
44-yard line, about where we started the last drive. We ran. Let's see if we can't. We got Josiah in the backfield to the left of Rashad. Taekwon down near side. EJ, is that Colton?
Is that Josiah or is that
Yes,
CJ?
Josiah. So Josiah there. It's a strong run. That was a strong run. There again, there's a big difference in him tonight than him in a couple weeks ago. He's actually, the legs are continuously moving, and that's what you want to see. Picked up about, 2 on that play?
He's up to the 47-yard line, picked up 3.
And so that's what you want to see. You want to see those legs keep moving.
Up from the 44
CJ
to the
now is in the backfield, left of Rashad. Hands it off to him. Again, he picked
up over midfield, going to go up to about the 49-yard line.
Looks like he might have picked up about 5. CJ's coming out. Josiah's back in, kind of back-to-back. These running backs coming in and out, in and out.
You got one speed guy, one kind of what you're looking at for a power guy.
Yeah, more power guy. Almost like a fullback. He's trying to kind of hits that hole down low and picks up a few yards. If there's a hole there, Josiah don't have a lot of speed.
I think they jump.
Yep. That number 14, that's twice down. On that number 14 on the side over there. They've caught him on that twice. Had to give us a first down.
Down to about the 44-yard line.
Give us a first down.
Second time tonight in consecutive drives that we've crossed midfield.
Keith, I tell you, you don't see that with a lot of young teams, as young as ours is, to be as disciplined. We've done that a lot this year. We've been able to pick up that first down with a hard count. There's a snap. Oh! And
Keontae out. He's holding it like a sack of taters.
Oh!
He might have got to the 40.
Yeah, it looks like he picked up about 4 yards on it.
39, maybe somewhere between the 39 and 40.
Well, I tell you what, that ball security is not in his favor. I'm afraid, especially with a little bit of dampness that's out there tonight in the field, that a guy to secure that ball. I tell you, Rashad just did. I mean, he went almost through the arms of one of the linebackers there, and boy, that just about. I thought he picked it off there for a second. Way over on the left hash, Taekwon and Colton, our near side.
Sack him again.
Our line.
We're getting no blocking.
That line just kind of stood there and said, "Hey, he's going to throw it this time. Let's watch." And you can't do that. You can't sit there and watch. Is that Isaiah George?
That's Isaiah George. And I was just going to ask you. I wasn't here last week. I was, like I said, up at softball. Saw Isaiah at practice this week. Said he was playing.
Well,
I didn't know if he played last week or not.
I know. And so, well, that's he's going to get in here in this line. I wouldn't have thought he was going to be able to play any this year.
Be third down and 15. Empty backfield. Rashad rolling right, throwing. Got Taekwon.
Taekwon
makes the catch. If he can stay on his feet, he might.
They just what a great
shoestring tackle.
I tell you, that number 3 right there, though, I give him credit for not giving up and brought him down by a shoestring. But Taekwon, boy, what a great catch to be able. And I tell you what, if he could have broke that loose, that's a touchdown all the way. That number 3 just had him by a shoestring, though.
We're going to be down to the 24-yard line.
I'll tell you, I was watching that line, and Isaiah didn't move for about 3 seconds after the ball was snapped. He was just kind of sitting there, and you can see a little rust on him. He's got to shake that rust off.
That's right. 25-yard pickup.
Back out to Taekwon. Looks like he's going to pick up a couple yards,
Colton
maybe.
might have missed a block in there.
Yeah, I
on that
believe he
play.
did. Yeah, Colton shaking his head. Coach is telling him.
Yeah, he knows
Coach is telling him, said, you got to make that block, son. And that
Still
guy,
a positive play, but
yeah, and that guy's the one that came over and actually knocked Taekwon out of bounds. But he did pick up a yard or so.
Short game, second down.
Colton and EJ to the far side. Taekwon. Keontae to our near side.
CJ with a run, they're going to be snatched down as he.
Yeah, I think he went back to about the original line of scrimmage
right.
on
He
that. I
crossed
think we're
the
going to end
25
up. Yeah, I think we're going to lose about a yard on that one.
Third down.
Running between the tackles was doing pretty well, and we went off guard that
time.
time.
Yeah, we kind of went off guard on that one, just on the outside there a little bit to the left.
Back to the 24, 3rd and 10.
Josiah's a little bit to the far to the right. He rolls back.
Ball batted down.
Batted down.
So if that was a linebacker or a safety that got over there and got in front of that play. I think Colton had beat his man, but either as a linebacker come over there and made that play.
You know, for Charlton County, I mean, they got a couple big guys out there, but not. They do have that number 14, Daniel Mack. Now he has had a couple false start offsides, but he's 6'4", 240 pounds, 6'4", 240.
They jumped again, no flags. Shad changing the play
A
now.
little audible there.
He's going to run it. Man,
Son, that number 14,
run him down
one
from
we was just
behind.
talking about.
I haven't saw a guy make a play like that from the backside since Junior Non-Conde played for Lanier County High School back in 2010, 2011.
Well, what was crazy, I mean, he was pushing through there to get into the back. I mean, he just went the other way and was able to tackle Shaw from the back. I mean,
he come all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
From his defensive end position, kind of a defensive end hybrid type linebacker that he plays over there.
If you're 6'4", 240, though, it's going to take a man to stand you up, and to stop you. And we're going to turn it over on downs. Got a flag on the play. Ball's deep.
Incomplete.
We'll see what the flag is way over here on the side. That's going to be on us.
Got one back here in our secondary on this side.
It looked like it was holding, I believe. It was
defensive holding.
Defensive holding, but we'll see. It could be a sideline warning. Might have got up there kind of close with the guy running down the field. Sideline warning. Yeah.
Be second down and 10.
Sideline warning on the Bulldogs, on the defense. Second down.
Number 2, rear back, throwing it deep.
Incomplete.
Yeah, way over number 22's head there.
Pass intended for number 22 of the Indians. Brandon Sloan, incomplete, third down.
Big third down here. We can get a stop, get the ball back, pretty good field position.
Yeah, 3rd and 10. 13-0, about a little over a minute left here in the first quarter. Charlton County over Lanier County Bulldogs. Our defense is set up. We're going to give them half of it. No? Well, I'll be. My bad kick. They false start on. I tell you, I really thought we jumped on that one, but false start there on the offense. Back them up 5 yards. Going to be a 3rd and 15. Not sure why the marker on the other side. There he goes.
That's Will Watson over on the chain gang tonight.
Is that Will?
Will ain't been on the chain gang, so they may have to keep him straight. Look how he's looking at his phone. And
he ain't coaching? Oh, man.
A lot of running room. Going to get a first down and a whole lot more, looks like, all the way up to the 40-yard line. Quarterback slid down kind of awkward. He's not getting up real quick.
I think it was more that he hurt his pride that he slid down than he got hurt. He just kind of – it was a long run there. And I tell you, they got a lot of speed. We already talked about that. And after we had them down to
had them third and 15 back on their own 20. They're going to move the ball out to their 39-yard line, 19-yard run.
Pick up a huge play like that.
Just a busted play. Quarterback scrambled and picked up 19.
Hey, there's a fumble on the ground.
Going to get him for a loss. He got the
One
ball
of our
back.
linebackers stepped up there and landed right on top of him.
Loose ball on the play, covered by the Indians. He's up to second and about 13.
Finally feeling like football weather.
It is, and the season's going to end.
The season's going to end. We're finally in the fall. No
Handoff.
handoff to number 7. Why is that not a hold right there on number 6? How can that not be a hold? Right in front of the guy.
Like you say, like I told you earlier.
Oh, my word, how is that not a hold?
He's trying to catch and grasp every bit of air he can while he's running his chunky little self down the sideline.
I mean,
he can't pull a flag.
They had locked up, and he couldn't let go. Looks like Coach Williams may be calling a timeout. And why he's taking a timeout, being it's the end of the quarter, we're going to go ahead and take a break and hear a word from our sponsor.
El Carrisal is located at 29 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. They have a big dining area for you and your family to come dine in for lunch or supper. Restaurant hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for supper. Orders are available for pickup by calling in your order at 229-482-1122. Go check out El Carrisal on Main Street in Lakeland the next time you're in town.
And we're back. Keith, I see our Lady Dogs have lined up there on the sideline, getting a little recognition for making to the Final Four.
That's right.
We'll maybe talk about that as the game goes on. They got him there. If they can get him, he throws it deep. If somebody, oh my goodness! I mean, had it in his fingertips. Who was that? That was Bacon, wasn't it?
I think that was Sharif Bacon.
Yeah. Sharif Bacon, I mean, hands all over it. He threw it on his back foot and it just wasn't able to get any air under it. The ball went right into our corner's hands. As I said, they're acknowledging all of our girls softball players who are here supporting those Bulldogs. And we are so proud of them and the good work that they did. And good things are coming from that program.
Definitely.
Hand the ball off to number 7, and I tell you what, went right down to the line of scrimmage. I don't know who that was that made that tackle. I know Isaiah George was right there on top of it, but I tell you, I think Keontae Hodges came running around the backside and brought him down. But
great play there.
Boy, I tell you what, actually lost a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Ryan, I missed last week's football game. That's the first Lanier County football game I've missed in 16 years.
Wow.
But I saw.
Cortez almost had him in the backfield.
Wide open.
My goodness. Got to make a tackle, boys.
Down inside the 25-yard line. But Jeremy and I witnessed the best high school softball game I've ever saw between our Lady Dogs and the Sly County Lady Cats.
Man.
9 innings before we finally won that ball game. It was an awesome ball game.
I was skinning the deer.
Skinning the deer.
I was skinning the deer. I listened to every one of y'all's, you and Scott Ray. I told Scott Ray that he needed to come upstairs here, and y'all did a great job. You know, Scott's so low key and don't see a whole lot of emotion on Scott. Boy, he was so emotional on radio. Had a flag down, false start there on Charlton. But, boy, he got excited on that radio, and I told him, I had texted him. I said, man, I didn't know you had that much excitement in you. And so, but y'all did a great job, and we appreciate Jeremy and the Lanier County Network. We hate that we missed a football game, but I know that there was a lot of people here in Lanier County that was listening to that game. I know I logged on at one time. There was over 50 people when I logged on that were here in town, and that's just logged in because I know there was groups of people.
There was groups of people listening.
There was groups of people on that one connection. So they got number 78 holding Cortez. How is that there? Thank you. That one right there is definitely a hold. And so that'll be coming back. And I don't even know if it was completed, but yeah, it was holding. So that'll bring them back. I tell you, Charlton don't look as crisp as they normally do to me. You know, they're always a decent football team. And they just don't look as good to me tonight as what I have had seen them in the past.
I've watched them several times on film because it seems like the teams that we're going to be playing was who they just got done playing, so their film is always they're the opponent. But their first ball game of the year, I watched it. We was not playing that night, and they were playing that Frederica Academy, and that was a great football game.
Watch it.
Screen set up beautifully. The guy's going to trip and fall.
And they only picked up a few yards. But we do want to say how much we appreciate Lanier County Network. They were able to, Jeremy loaded up and went over to Columbus so that we could listen to the games for us that could not go. And so we really appreciate that. That means a lot, too. And I know there was a lot of people here in Lanier that groups of people that were sitting around listening. And so we definitely appreciate the good work that the Lanier County Network is doing. Steps back, a deep throw.
Got a man.
Oh, hit him in the helmet. Hit him right on top of the helmet. And I can't see it, Coach. I can't see it. And
he laid it right over his shoulder, but he didn't get his head out of the way.
Didn't get his head out of the way. Boy, it was there.
It was a good pass.
So they're gonna punt the ball. Be their first punt of the night.
I'd like to give a big thank you to Jeremy Paxson up here in the press box and provides Lanier County football on the radio. And we also loaded up last week and headed to Columbus, Georgia, so we could hear the action that was taking place in Columbus, Georgia.
You know, the radio station's really picking up. There's a lot of people, you know, more and more listening to it. Of course, Noah, he'll log on all the way over at Montgomery, Alabama when he can. And I got friends over in Waycross, Georgia. People always text me saying, man, I'm listening to the game. And so
that's right.
And people who ain't even fans, they just enjoy watching Friday Night Football, you know. And so they've enjoyed it. And so hopefully, got a
delay a game.
Delay a game, I believe. I see a flag. That'd be a delay of game with the guy in the back.
Delay a game on the offense. 5-yard penalty. A repeat 4th down.
So I'd take them back another 5 yards. We're moving in the right direction.
You know, we've had two pretty good drives tonight that's just stalled out on us.
Yeah,
we can stick the ball in the end zone.
And the thing about it is, we ain't even close to being out of this game. If you just
that's right.
listening to us, it's only 13-0, Charlton County. Well, this is probably one of the best score games that we've had to be even, you know, close enough to be into the game. A high kick. Oh, took a Charlton bounce all the way down
to the 5-yard line. Just outside the 5.
Just outside the 5. And what a great kick. I told you, that went straight up in the air. Took a great bounce for Charlton County.
That's our worst field position tonight.
This is where we're going to have to really try to see if we can't run up between them tackles again like we did a little earlier, see if we can't get some breathing room back there.
9:33 to go in the half. And like I say, we could punch in one of those two nice drives we had. But this would be and it still is a very interesting ball game.
Offensive line gets on the field. We got EJ, Colton and Keontae to our near side. Taekwon to the far side. Josiah in the back. Set it to the left of Rashad. Hands it to Josiah.
Pushing out over the 6-7 yard line.
I don't know that he picked up maybe. Picked up what, 3, maybe 4?
if we see Will ever move that down marker,
I know it.
you don't get in no hurry about it. It looks like about 4 yards.
Yeah, about 4 yards.
Out close to the 9-yard line.
Will was on the phone. Gave him a break. It was funny, Keith. We were listening, going back to softball real quick. We were listening to the game, and boy, you could hear Will coaching from the side, and especially when El got up there, and y'all would say, El probably hears his coaching in her sleep.
That's exactly right.
Little
end around.
No, end around, and there's the face mask. There's the flag.
There's the flag.
There's another one.
A couple of them come in.
Yeah, we saw that face mask.
They had to have saw that.
Yeah, they'll bring us out of the end zone right there.
Nice little run too.
There was.
Got up over the 10. It looked like. According to Will, we did. He's moved the down marker for the first time. It was a first down out to the 19-yard line. I would have noted, I'm sorry, that's to the 24-yard line.
Boy, that really helped us out, got us some breathing room there.
Keontae having trouble lining up. Rashad gets out of the rush.
He throws it, and he just kind of threw it out of
there.
bounds. I think that's probably a better thing instead of taking because he'd have lost 10 or 15 yards if he'd have got tackled on that.
Yeah.
So he's kind of fussing at Keontae right now, saying, hey, get where you need to get. And
hearing the coaches up here saying, he was on the wrong side, and then we snapped the ball before he ever
got set.
So he was kind of in motion. So
two to our near side, two to the far side. Josiah to Rashad's left. Ball's deep.
DJ was stepped out of bounds.
I tell you what, that number 14, that defensive end, he is giving us a fit. That ball, Rashad wasn't quite ready to let go of that ball. And but I tell you what, that number 14's coming in there, hand and foot, 6'4", 240 pounds. And I tell you what, we haven't been able to keep his momentum from going forward yet.
I mentioned Junior Non-Conde earlier. This number 14 reminds me a lot of him. Junior went on and played at North Carolina. And now this kid here, if he's got any kind of grades,
watch him right here. Just keep your eye on that number 14 right there. I mean, see, he's
all over Rashad.
He ended up getting him right there. And
Rashad
that
might have
number
gained
54
a yard or
and
two.
that number 54. That's my mind is blank tonight.
Kelvin Gaines.
And he's doing nothing. I mean, he's nothing compared to him. And Kelvin's he's a decent sized kid, but he's nothing against that 240.
4th and 8. Rashad's gonna have to punt it away. Kind of a spread on here on the.
Nobody's going after him.
Ball gets by the return man, but.
Oh, man, then we overrunning. Oh.
That number 59 come in there with a crack block. Crack blocks have been outlawed in high school football. And
he sure did. I thought the same thing. That's a good way to get somebody
there
hurt.
was no penalty on that, but he come in there and hit.
I think because nobody went down is why, but he
took 2 of our guys out with 1 hit.
And that was
and one of them is still feeling it over here on the sideline.
Mm-hmm. That's a dangerous situation right there.
So Charlton's going to be 1st and 10 from
7 minutes, 12 seconds left in the
43.
first half. Got a man in motion. Gives it a running back, number 7. He's got a little hole right there. Somebody better get him. He twisted and turned, picked up about 13, 14 yards.
Charlton County rusher. Gaining about 12. First down, Charlton County.
Timeout, Lanier County.
6 minutes, 57 seconds left. Coach Williams is going to come out here and talk to his defense, try to get them fired up a little bit. Hey, because right now, man, if we don't give up a score, that's a big thing. If we just don't give up a score, I'd a lot rather go into halftime at 13 down instead of 20-21. And so This defense needs to stay strong right here and don't give in.
Ryan, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but I keep the stats. So I'm up here every night. We're doing the games. I'm keeping stats. So I have all the stats, and I've got all the records for Lanier County for the 20 some odd years, 21 years that we've had a program. What our guys are doing tonight is if they can hold Charlton County under 41 points, they will not allow the record to be broke for most points given up in a single season.
Oh, really?
2015, I believe we gave up the most yards in school history.
Wow.
And not the most yards, the most
points.
And we can hold Charlton under 41 points. 41 would tie the record.
Wow.
42 will break the record. So for 17 freshmen, 12 sophomores, I can live with it.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. They did pick up a first down. Number 12 caught a little screen pass out to the outside. Was able to turn the corner.
Down about to 34.
Kind of stacked up on this side. Give it to the running back, number 7. It's got a little crease. Somebody tripped him up. Boy, I tell you what, he knew it too. He was going to the house on that, but he did pick up another first down. It's like he picked up about 12, 13 more yards. I tell you what, Dave, that's 2 right there. Big old chunks at a time, 13, 14 yards at a time. Gives it. At number 7, they're just kind of feeding him, and, I mean, he's picking up 10, 12 yards at a time. I think did he get another first down?
13. He got 8 on that
8 on that one. So he almost picked up another first down. That big number 22 hadn't been in the game as much that tonight as that I had heard about him. Of course, they do have Taekwon on him, and Taekwon's a great athlete, and so we're not giving him nothing. Now, I said that. Well,
he caught that ball. That was a great catch.
Well, I opened my mouth too much on that one, didn't I? I'm sorry about that, Keith.
Well, I'm telling you, he had to make an outstanding catch.
He had to. That ball, the only person that could catch it was him. That was a great pass. Taekwon didn't have a chance. And that ball just did. I mean, that was all 6'4" stretched out to get that ball, but he was able to keep his feet in bounds and scored that touchdown. And that'd be 19, and he's going to line up for the kick. He has tied his shoe
just about every time.
Single time that he's went back to kick, whether on a kickoff or on a
change shoes to a square toe shoe.
All right. Just told by one of the officials that he puts on the square toe.
Kind of old school.
Yeah,
reminds me of Coach David Ward. He carried that square toed shoe around with him everywhere he went.
Looked like it was wide. Oh, it's in there. And that square toe shoes and straight kicks kind of went away there. And of course, the soccer style and the soccer cliques have come in. And
that's right.
And most of them are now is what the norm. So to see someone, there used to be somebody at Lowndes County when Noah played over there his freshman year.
Yeah.
That there was a kid over there that had the old flat point, the old square shoes. And so I didn't realize. I knew it was straight on, but I wasn't paying attention and putting on the square toe shoes.
I didn't notice him changing shoes either. But, Coach David Ward was our coach here in 2011, and he was an assistant for several years before that, and he carried that square-toed shoe, and anybody that kicked here could use that square-toed shoe. Teddy Samola was all-region kicker in 2010, wearing that square-toed shoe, and in 2011, we also had Emmanuel Izoa was all-region kicker, wearing that square-toed shoe.
How about that?
So, and Tizzy last year, so we've had 3.
Yeah, it's easy to do. So
we had 3 all-region kickers that I can remember.
Huh. I'll tell you what, I'd like to see Keontae take one to the house right here, or Taekwon, right down the middle. It's like, oh, Keontae just did get it on his fingertips.
About the 20 and back up to the 42.
We've had decent return tonight, I mean, Taekwon and Keontae. Boy, that right there just was on the fingertips of Taekwon. I thought he was going to drop it, but he was able to pull it in and pick up several positive yards there. Ball set down on the 42-yard line. Five minutes, 52 seconds left here in the first half.
Josiah back in at running back. Give it to him. He got hit at the line of scrimmage.
And he bounced off, and he
picks up a first down.
Almost picked up a first down.
He's
going
gonna
to
get a first
He's going to
down.
give it to him.
Up over midfield.
Well, I tell you what, that number 14 had actually sucked in, and man, when he was already went inside, that's when you see a defensive end didn't play his position, and he'd been taking that corner all night. And it just so happened that there wasn't a hole there, so Josiah just kind of rolled around, bounced it outside, and number 14 was turned to the inside.
Picked up 11 yards, across midfield.
I think they've put Isaiah on that number 14.
CJ with the run. A little stiff arm, gained a yard or two, get about two.
Isaiah just didn't have anything. Isaiah's feet are not where they need to be, and that number 14 just took Isaiah to town on that one right there, and he's going to have to – I know he's got some rust he's got to knock off, and as soon as that number 14 took a step back, Isaiah fell. I don't know how much of legs and feet that he's still got, I tell you what, you missed 8 or 9 weeks, boy. It's tough to get in there, especially you against a player like that kid.
That's right. He's been out since the Tift area game.
Yeah.
That was our third ball game of the year.
But you can see Isaiah, he's slow to get up every time. And I tell you, I appreciate his heart, though, man. He's trying, and, and that's what leaders do. Leaders get in there, and they work hard, and they try. But he's slow to get up on just about every play. Just don't have the –
Third down, 7, 44-yard line. Still, in my mind, maybe two down territory.
I would think so. Well, he tried to do a hard snap, and it didn't work. Hard count
call a
wasn't there, so
timeout,
gonna call
I think.
a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Williams gets the back judge back there.
They're second. They have one left.
4 minutes and 7 seconds left. Charlton County 20, Lanier County 0. You was talking about the field a while ago. I tell you, it's amazing though how good it looks to be able to make it through the entire season and still look this good. So
that's right. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Steve Gano
somebody told
does
me
a lot of work with the pesticides and herbicides and all that stuff that I'm unfamiliar with. He keeps a.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it. I know that it looks good. So whoever's doing it, I heard Mr. Gano does a lot with it. So
he does. But then the coaches keep it well groomed and mowed at the right times and.
Even did a good job with the logo out there tonight.
It looks nice. Rashad rolled into
that
his right.
Number 14, Isaiah didn't even touch him.
That might be picked off down there. I would like to make a tackle right there. It'd be good.
Yeah.
Just outside. No, he's going to call it a touchback.
He's going to call it
a touchback.
Well,
that might. Well, no, but the touchback, it won't be as good as a punt.
No.
Rashad throws his first interception of the night.
Charlton County will have the first 10, 20.
Yeah, they'll move it out to the 20-yard line. Touchback.
You know who that is, Keith?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Can we help him? Or does he need to?
I don't know. I got to ask him. I don't think he knows who he is. All right, here we line back up. So that puts them out on the. There's the throw. Oh my goodness, that's 2 for tonight. No, that's Aeneas. I mean, not Aeneas, but
that's going to be Andreas Anderson.
I said Aeneas, Andreas. And so, man, that's 2 that we've had in and out of our hands tonight. The ball's been right there. He rolls out to his right side.
No option play.
There's an option there, but ain't there.
Hold on to it.
Going to hold on to it. Looks like your waiter just came in to take us our order to pick up for halftime. Is that what you did, sweetie? You just come in to get our halftime order?
Get us I want a Hey.
I know. No, I'm good. I'm good. Go ahead. Keith's putting in his order. Keith's placing his halftime order.
3rd down and 1. Up at the 29-yard line.
Seems like it's taking a long time to kind of get things going here.
Well, let that clock.
I tell you, though, we've had 2 interceptions tonight drop.
That's right.
I mean, I'm talking about in their hands, too. And, boy, I tell you what, I don't like the way not pressing those receivers
Roll
very
out
much.
to the left. We hit him, and he got
Oh, my
3.
word. He's up the sideline. I don't think anybody's
going to catch him.
I don't think Keontae's going to be able to catch him. Nope. How in the world?
I had almost just said we haven't allowed the big play tonight.
That
there
was
it
it.
is. There it is.
Man, it looked like they'd have been a hold or something on the other side, but I tell you what, they were all over it. And but I tell you, they that was just kind of those weird plays there.
You run that little option out to the left, and
Well, I thought they had tackled him. They just kind of bottled up. Then all of a sudden, you saw him squirt out the far side over there, running down the sideline, and nobody. And I tell you what, Keontae's probably the fastest, at least one of the fastest kids on our team, and he couldn't get that angle on him. So.
look wide left, but he's just squeaking it inside that
he's
upright over there, I guess.
So that brings Charlton County up to 26.
27.
Lanier County, 27, I'm sorry, 27. Lanier County 0. 2 minutes, 52 seconds left in the half. We gave up 2 scores. I tell you, we had them 13-0, and I thought we was going to be able to go into halftime with that. And then all of a sudden, we've given up 2 more scores, and those are going to be tough to get back.
Yeah.
And so the 13-0, I thought we had a chance to come in here and, kind of hold them, but we've given up 2 big plays, and they've scored on that, and so it makes it a little bit more difficult. But you know what? Of course, we don't have but one senior out there, and that's going to be his last. And, of course, he'll be playing basketball. But this is that time you can't quit. This is last game of the season. You just got to keep fighting. And then you know what? Tomorrow starts another day.
That's
and
exactly
you
right.
Gotta,
you know, Ryan.
And you got to start working out tomorrow, getting ready for next year.
For next year. And I'm an old fella. I've been around here a long time. And a lot of years, we start out with 50, and we end up with just enough to practice.
Yep.
But we've maintained a lot of our players this year.
Lost a lot of our older kids. Some
right.
the coach dismissed because of the lack of participation in the practices. Well, Squibbler up the middle. And it was touched by Josiah, picked up by Keontae. Keontae's trying to get around to the outside, but
yeah, when you play at a team with this much speed, you don't
got a flag.
You don't have that much time to just sit back there and decide what you're gonna do. You got to get it and go with it.
It's probably gonna be a block in the back or be something.
Anything. If we done anything, it was very unnecessary because
we had already lost it.
Yeah, we had no.
Well, what happened was Josiah kind of fumbled around and didn't pick it up. Personal foul on Charlton County. So that'd give us a decent field position to start with.
Move us up to about
I tell you,
34-yard line.
Man, if we could get a score right here and make a huge difference going into the halftime. I'd like to see us get EJ into the game. We've had Taekwon, a couple of them, but this number 3 over here, EJ, he's a good head taller. He's looking this way. There you go.
Found him. First down up over the 45-yard line. I
tell you, that number 3 gave him a big cushion right there. I mean, you take that. EJ kind of looked at number 3, and he looked back at Rashad. That ball was kind of like, get that ball on over here. It kind of took a little while to get to him. on that play there, EJ needs to go in just a little bit, and that ball won't take as long to get to him. He's way out.
Coach just tell him to move in closer
Move
to
in
the
closer.
hash.
Yeah, move in closer to the hash. Gonna give it to Josiah.
He snatched down for a loss of a yard.
Number 59 brings him down and lost probably a yard on that play.
Lost on the play, 1 yard, second. And 11.
I tell you what, I'm hoping this weather stays like this. I'm ready to go hunting in the morning. Ready for. I wanted to be out there this afternoon. I just got a text from my buddies who killed one. I'm waiting on a picture. Sean's rolling in. He's got it. Oh,
in and out of the hands of Colton Hughes.
In and out of the hands of Colton Hughes. Had it for a first down. Just couldn't able to bring it in. We've dropped several balls tonight.
We'll bring up a 3rd down and 11 from the 45-yard line.
Really? That one's on my camera last night.
Gives the ball off to CJ. He's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards. Back up to about the 47, 48-yard line.
All right, you're killing me.
Charlton County. They're first.
This one was on mine last night. Wait a minute. He'll turn. I was like, dang, that's pretty. I know, it's like, what the heck?
While we were cooking the pregame, cooking the meal, cooking the concessions food down there, we were eating deer sausage.
I made my first deer jerky. You know, I had a buddy of mine, his son killed a 6-point, and he asked me if I wanted it. So I took it, and that's the first deer I've skinned out. I don't know how long. I decided I was going to skin it myself and took the back straps, loins off, and I took all the other meat, and I made deer jerky. My first batch wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Michelle had bought me a dehydrator for Christmas, and I've been wanting to do it, and I cut the meat too thin. In my head, I was thinking it had to be thin. Mm-hmm. But when it dehydrated, it was just paper then,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it just, I didn't have the flavor right. But, boy, I made the second batch, and I'm going to tell you what, I have been eating it up. It has been so good.
Going to go for it here on 4th down and 9.
Oh, that number 14's on his backside.
They found Taekwon.
Taekwon's up the middle.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground. Ooh, somebody nailed that number. So that number 14 ended up way down there. What a great pickup there, boy. I tell you
all the way
what,
down
on
to the
4th down.
33-yard
line. What a great play. Good throw, good catch. Got 1 minute and 23 seconds left here in the first half.
19-yard gain on the play. Dogs is driving. Whoever that was, God, I couldn't tell if that was CJ or Josiah.
You know,
he kind of tiptoed up there to the line.
He didn't hit that's Josiah. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, where he kind of just tiptoeing, where I have seen it, where they're hitting that hole as hard as they can hit.
Yeah, he kind of tiptoed up there, and they hit him harder than they would have hit him if he just went ahead and hit the hole and stuck it up in there. And I think they're anticipating that hit in the hole, and if you just go ahead and get up in there.
EJ over here, he hasn't. Oh, and he got him up. Oh,
might have got back to
the original line of scrimmage. He jumped, and the guy just kind of caught him right up there in the air.
Coach has called a timeout, and they yet to stop the clock. He's called a timeout 10 seconds ago. Fat boy didn't wave his arm.
Couldn't get him. He cold, couldn't get him out of his pocket. I think the one down there on 10-yard lines calling his girlfriend or something. I don't know what he's doing. But I did. I made this deer jerky, and I'll tell you what, man, it has just been so good. And I was so proud of myself. And so I'm ready to kill one or kill a doe or six. I'll make more. I put a gallon, and you think it's a lot till you dehydrate it. Then you realize there's not that much in it.
That's right.
That's a lot of work. It takes about 24 hours, to dehydrate it and everything, and throw it in the oven at just for about 30 minutes at the end to make sure there's no parasites or nothing. But
that's right.
boy, I tell you what, it has been so good. And,
I'll tell you, I had a brand new dehydrator, and I loaned it to my brother and Brad Burner.
You ain't got to say nothing else because I got a brother too.
I
so.
never got any jerky, and I never got a dehydrator back.
Rashawn's going to run up. Oh!
Out of timeouts. You're going to have to get up there and get on the ball if you want to run another
20
play.
seconds. Got to get on there quick. Spike the ball.
Can't spike the ball.
No,
It's fourth down.
Got
Got
to one
to
more
throw the
play
ball.
off. 10 seconds. Let's go.
Got to snap the ball.
7. There's a snap. Sets back. Throws it
Throw
deep.
it up for Taekwon. He's going to go up.
Oh,
No,
it went right
incomplete.
through Taekwon's hands. Oh, it right through Taekwon's hands. Well, that'll bring us. Oh, we got a flag. Got a flag.
Flag back here at the line of scrimmage.
I think was it roughing the passer or may get one more play.
We could get an untimed down if
Right.
it's on the defense.
If it's on the defense,
If it's on the
we could
offense,
have
we'll
one.
go to half.
I
But
saw a couple of our guys clapping, so it makes me kind of think that we.
if it's on the defense, we'll get some yardage and an untimed down.
Personal foul on the defense.
Coach going to decline the penalty? After the play, or
Must have been actually, must not count. So, all right, well, we'll take our halftime show. We'll watch our band take the field and do their thing. Get us a sausage dog, and we'll see you back at the beginning of the third down.
El Carrisal is located at 29 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. They have a big dining area for you and your family to come dine in for lunch or supper. Restaurant hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for supper. Orders are available for pickup by calling in your order at 229-482-1122. Go check out El Carrisal on Main Street in Lakeland the next time you're in town.
Drum Major Elizabeth Howard, is your band ready? And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Charlton County High School Band of Pride. to the Temptations' 1965 hit song, My Girl. The band will close tonight's show with Percy Sledge's hit song, When a Man Loves a Woman, featuring the dance duo Morgan Callahan-Mahi and Will Canada.
opposed by senior James Donnie.
Hey. So I don't think I've heard you say anything about it. It's kind of mine. Just in case I think about it.
Drums Major Sierra Barlow. Future Drum Major Haley Senebine. Is your band ready?
That's what's left of it.
You may take the field. I think I did that right, or might have did it wrong. What? Did I do that right, or did I do it wrong? Sounded good. Okay. They do their thing. Do I ask them before or after? Is your band ready? Here goes.
Charlton County sounded good tonight.
Oh, yeah. And loud.
A lot of volume.
Does volume give you more wet, they get slippery. If they're not wet, they're tacky. But really, we was playing in Brandford, Florida, and first half, EJ was catching everything there. Second half, he was dropping the ball. He was going through his hand. Because his gloves rained. It started raining. He took his gloves off and started catching everything. His gloves gets really slick. It's down to 0. You add 3 minutes or 2 minutes? 3 minutes. No. When you find one, there you go. You have to go out there, down there to the thing down there.
El Carrisal is located at 29 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. They have a big dining area for you and your family to come dine in for lunch or supper. Restaurant hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for supper. Orders are available for pickup by calling in your order at 229-482-1122. Go check out El Carrisal on Main Street in Lakeland the next time you're in town.
A long 10 seconds. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We have just completed the Lanier County halftime. Charlton County marching band put on a performance tonight, and I tell you, kid, they did a fantastic job. I was telling someone up here a little earlier, I said, you know, that may have been the best halftime show I've seen this year. Definitely the best sounding. Boy, they had some volume that was absolutely unreal.
They had a lot of members of their band.
Yeah, I mean, it was huge. It was huge.
It was big.
And, of course, our Lanier County Bulldogs did come out. It wasn't bought like that when I bought it, I promise. Got some little coaches.
Coaches having trouble with a sausage dog.
That's my man right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Coach Swindell got him a sausage dog, and it had a bite taken out of it. Don't know who
Coach
done
Sharp.
it. Had a rat up here.
If you ever play sports, you don't make no difference. You eat and drink after just about anybody. And so even when you don't mean to or when you do mean to, so might as well not make no difference. So we're about to start here in the third quarter. And so we'll get started. Of course, your Charlton County Indians, 27, Lanier County 0. And so we will not have a running clock. It gives our boys a chance to play a little bit, get in there and get some licks in and get some good quality reps.
About a minute left here before the
about a minute. Our I'll probably say it wrong. You may know our band I know that they've had some changes, and that was, if I'm not mistaken, that was our what they call concert band.
Competition
band, and the marching band was kind of dispersed. I think they've kind of done away with it. I saw several of those players still on the in the bleachers, and so I think it's just the competition band now that is actually doing the show, not the other way around where you usually had the Friday night marching band out there. And so don't know all the details of that, but I do know that they made some changes, and I don't know. I don't know enough about the band. I don't have any kids in there, and I'm not really involved in it. But when you saw Charlton County come out with this huge band,
that's right.
And it's one band, and I think we have two bands, and I don't know how many go either way. And I know there's some of them that don't play in the competition, and some of them don't play in the marching. So don't know how all that works, but
no, I don't either. That's just different.
I try to stay out of the drama of band, and that's all I can do to stay up with the.
They've done a good job for what.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They have.
Regardless,
they've done a good job. And cheerleaders have done a good job. They had a new coach. Last Friday night after the game, we had a sleepover over at the Impact Center.
Gotcha.
And so the fifth quarter had gotten canceled because of a lot of the kids, of course, had gone over to Columbus to the state playoffs or in softball. Right. And so they had canceled the fifth quarter because one of the coaches, of course, is the one who actually hosts and puts on that program, that's Sarah Sumner, and so they decided to cancel. So all the girls, once a year, they come to the Impact Center, and my wife takes them down to the river haunted house thing down there they have.
River Road.
Yeah, River Road Haunted House, and so Miss Ashley Young, of course, is the new coach this year, and so they had three new freshmen this year, and so they got initiated. And so I was down there. They did my wife and Miss Denise Reed and all put together a murder mystery, one of those murder mystery dinners.
That's right.
And they had me dress up in a major old 1970 polyester suit, and I had a blast. I stayed down there to about 12:30, and then they told me to go home, and I was more than obliged. And they watched movies all night and ate junk food, and they had them a big time. And so glad that the Impact Center could participate with that. Well, we're going to kick off. They assess the penalty to the kickoff. We might have our first touchback of the year if Newies can boot that thing on into the end zone. And it's not going quite deep enough. 5-yard line. He put the brakes on and spun around, but we're going to bring him down.
About 18. He's hurt.
Yeah, I believe his feet just came out from under.
Looks like Noah's having
That's
a
your
good
son,
time
ain't
down
it?
There, yeah.
Well, sir, he ran out there and he
got
the tee.
Kicking tee.
Yeah, and so did a good job getting on the field, getting off. He's having a good time.
He's having a good time. He's been down there on that sideline since he was 6 years old. He don't know ball boy, water boy.
He's not going to know what it's like to ever get in the stands. So,
that's right.
Of course, he's one of our young freshmen. He'll get his opportunity for long. Well, they got number 7, that little scat cat's going around the back. It's like he picked up about 5 yards.
Number 7, the ball carrier for Charlton County.
And Noah's been doing some of the play calling, I think, down there, and some of the at least trying to do some things where it kind of.
Well, they wear different color hats. Mm-hmm. One guy does the actual signal. One guy's just
kind of a
decoy.
And so I think it swaps up a little bit.
Coach Sharp got them involved and give them something to do on Friday nights. And that would have been a pick six if he could have got to it.
But that ball was thrown out. I was looking down there, number 16 got his arms inside.
That's Jaden Young.
That's Jaden Young, ain't it?
Jaden's got gold. He's put his arms in his jersey.
Just talking about his mama, of course, as the cheerleading coach. But Jaden, I don't think Jaden's expecting to go in anytime in the next couple of minutes. he has got his hands inside his shirt.
Yep.
And done got cold.
I tell you, like I said, I wasn't here last week. We was up at the softball, but they said Rashad got nicked up a little bit. Here's get to play in.
Man, he done got a first down. Got a big run.
Oh, tripped up there.
Tripped up by, looks like maybe Keontae. I couldn't tell what number that was. No, it wasn't Keontae.
But Jacob Faircloth's down there is our backup quarterback, number 8.
Yeah.
And Jacob and Noah and Jaden, they did those signs and signals and all. And they said that Rashad got nicked up a little bit, and Jacob was going to have to go in the ball game, and Noah saw Rashad go down. They said Noah ran about as fast as he's running in his life and got Jacob's helmet and said, "You got to go in, dude."
Your turn.
It's your turn.
Your turn. Man, number 3 is wide open over here.
Oh, we got that ball picked.
Oh, my
and just sit there and let him
just
catch.
sat there and waited on him to catch the ball.
You got to play the ball. You
Gotta
can't,
play.
You got to play the ball. And
Oh, my goodness.
he sat there thinking he had a sure interception and sat there and watched the man catch the ball in front of
Watched
him.
it, man.
You got to go get it. You can't sit back.
No.
So they're all the way down to our 29-yard line.
Number 3 was wide open, but, Keontae had a chance to go up there and knock that ball down. Or, man, I'd even take a penalty right there. I'd even take a penalty and pass interference and then just sit there and wait till he catches the ball.
34-yard play.
Hands it off to number 4, going right up the middle. I don't think nobody's going to stop him.
Don't look like it. He'll bring him down about the 1 or the 2.
Keontae caught him on about the 2-yard line.
First down and goal.
Keontae's a little slow to get up.
27-yard run.
Yeah, Keontae's a little slow getting off.
Running
And
right off
number
the
4
right tackle, right up his back and into the end zone.
That hole wasn't there the first half, and boy, they just ran up that right side all the way up that time.
So he played 1 minute and 45 seconds, and
He done scored a touchdown.
going to be 33 pending extra point, 34-0. And coach will have an option now whether or not he wants to
Let it run or not.
let it run or no. And he probably based that decision on whether or not he scores on his offensive possession. I like Charlton's flags. They
I know. I've always liked that. And,
run down the sideline after they score. That's
Clinch County has that and
That's right.
Does a good job. We got one big flag, but I do like that. CCHS and Clinch County does the same thing. They might swap banners. I don't know.
a little low that time on the kick, but it's still
It's still
got
good,
through
man.
there. 34-0. My wife is from Thomas County. She graduated from Thomas County Central, and they won 5 state championships in the 90s, and with Coach Ed Pilcher. And we saw a lot of those ball games, most of those ball games, and they had some of their fans, some of their students that would paint their shirt, didn't wear a shirt, paint their head and their chest and there, and they'd run and carry those flags down the sideline.
Now, I tell you, last year we had a bunch of our kids here that was doing that, They
I
really
remember
paint.
that,
I mean, because I know a lot of kids would come here and they had Noah's number on and all. My mother, she'd come see his games and all, and that always just tickled her to death to see some kid wearing Noah's name or number or something out there painted up,
That's right.
And, I'll tell you her name in a second, Debbie.
Debbie Mejia.
Yeah, Mejia. I tell you, she had always fired up that student section, and
That's right.
And I saw her the other day at Wiregrass, and boy, she's really matured so much since she graduated.
That's right.
And she was one of the spirit leaders here at the school with the students, and
That's right.
I'd see 'em
Very
in the-
good kid.
I'd see them out in the parking lot just painting up.
My daughter Mallory's been sick a little this week, and Debbie called her today and said, "Hey, do I need to go with you to the doctor?" So,
Well, that went out of bounds there on about the maybe 30-yard line or 33-yard line. There's a flag.
if it's
I don't know where that guy's here and wind at.
you left the door open down there, I think. My wife buys me one of those chocolate bars. Don't look like she's going to.
Is that the band selling them?
Band selling those. They got some
it's
milk
pretty good.
chocolate
Yeah,
with
those are pretty
caramel
good.
in it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, those fundraiser candy bars, they're usually pretty good. I hated when my kids were selling that. And that box would sit there at the house. I ate just about every one would be in debt by the time it was due, And
I bought the whole box.
Don't leave that thing around my house. I don't even like chocolate. I'd find myself eating stuff like that all the time.
We're going to take the kick out of bounds
Yeah.
at 35. Good pass there from Rashad to Taquan
Boy,
for about
I'll tell you,
7 yards.
Rashad took a big hit by that I think number 79 or 59, I guess, or 58. But Rashad took a big hit after he let go, but he stood there in the pocket and delivered a great pass there to Taquan. Picked up, about 7, 8 yards.
7, going to bring up a second and 3. Across to the 42-yard line. We have moved the ball pretty well tonight, and
we still hadn't. You know, EJ's been over here, and I mean, he's just so much taller than number 3. I just like to see his. And he's the only pressure he's got is that.
Looks like
Mallon made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Hill might have got back to the.
CJ's coming into the game. Do want to remind everybody that tomorrow night, that set your clocks back. We
gonna gain you an hour of sleep.
An hour of sleep.
So if you knowing you're gonna gain an hour of sleep, come out to the doghouse and watch the Bulldogs. And Lady Dogs play basketball.
They
starting at 6 o'clock.
Who are they playing, Keith?
We're gonna scrimmage Dodge County.
Dodge County.
Tomorrow night, the girls will start at 6. Boys will start right after.
There's the first down. Keontae was able to juke and jive there, and big
get
slam.
Up close to midfield.
First down. Had a pretty big slam over there on Keontae. It's not very impressive. Keontae might weigh $140.
That's right.
And you pick him up and throw him down. It ain't like he jumps right back up. It ain't like you've really done something.
8-yard pitch and catch.
You want to impress me? Pick up Aeneas or Isaiah George and slam him one time.
That's right.
So,
the Bulldogs are going to start their defense of their 2017 region championship.
Oh, what a great play there by number 16. And
he's not getting up. I'm not sure who that.
CJ kind of went on his knee, looked like a little bit right there. And he was kind of at an angle, and he kind of came in and went low. Not like a dirty low, just kind of tackled low and
hit him low.
But hit him low, and I think it went wrong. It's not a cramp or nothing. Don't look like. Lynch County coaches come out. Kurt Williams is out there as well. Josh is working with him. Yeah, it's not a cramp.
All our boys, all our players and cheerleaders have all taken a knee, respecting the injury. Charlton County's cheerleaders do the same, but their team has not.
They got him up.
For CJ will be looking forward to seeing on that basketball court, if not tomorrow night, in the future.
Looks like he's got a knee brace on to start with.
He does. He had a knee injury way back there in the Montgomery County game, which was the very first game of the ball game.
I hadn't even noticed him having a brace on though.
He's been wearing that brace since he came back. He didn't come back until
I know he missed several games.
Way middle of the season. And
it looks like he's not. That leg's a little ginger. I tell you, I know when Noah tore his MCL and that PCL, boy, I tell you that's a tough one to heal. And you can play, but boy, there's a lot of pain that's involved in that. And
that's right. Hopefully Josh will get him taken care of. It's going to be a second down and 13.
Keontae in motion. Little fake. Oh, my goodness. Throw the ball.
Got away. Oh, good effort there to get that ball out there to EJ, but just being taken down and getting quite heavy.
I don't know. Our line, there was two of those defensive linemen was right there by the time the ball was. And Shaw didn't even have a chance to even look at the field. I know you always talk about your progression, number 1, number 2. When you got a young line like we do, you're lucky to see your first man, and it better be open because you ain't going to get much of a chance to go through your progression.
Rashad said, well, they finally blocked that number 14.
That
Here comes
5,
somebody else.
Man, that number 5 was flying in.
He pushed. That's
there
you go.
That's going to be pass interference.
He pushed EJ all the way out of bounds, which appeared to be a good
that number
defensive.
5 took Rashad down, too, and so he was coming wide open, and Rashad's down pretty hard. And I think that's going to be roughing the passer. That number 5 came in there wide open, untouched.
Well, Rashad, we got 2 penalties on the play. We're going to have roughing the passer, and we're going to have pass interference. So
Josh running back on the field. He had at least CJ to run out here to check on Rashad.
Hope Rashad's okay. And there again, freshman Jacob Fairclough's going to have to warm up on the sideline and get in there and
I don't even see, does he have a ball? Where's Jacob at?
He's down there by the coaches now. He isn't going to throw any. He might be just going to go in there and turn and hand it off to somebody.
Yep.
First down. It's going to put us a first down.
I'll tell you what, now Rashad looks. I hope they ain't a concussion because I'll tell you, he looks a little wobbly out there. He got his head down and Josh is kind of holding on to him. Yeah, he's hitting his helmet and kind of.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. It's been a penalty we're going to accept, and we'll take that ball down to the 38-yard line of Charlton County. This Rashad's going to go under the tent.
I think he got his bell run pretty hard on that. That number 5 came flying in.
He come untouched. He
Jacob
come off
Faircloth, our young freshman there, hands it to Josiah. Josiah just stands
there.
up.
Nothing there. If he got back to the line of scrimmage, you know, he lost
about a yard. Yeah, I think Rashad Rashad got his bell run pretty good there.
Look, he's up and walking around some. And
Josh is doing some protocol checking on him, making him do some steps and following the finger and doing a concussion check on him.
Jacob's going to drop back to pass.
Oh!
Had Keontae Hodges in there. And
yeah, Keontae's got to go up and get that one. That's was a little high, but he can get up there and get that ball.
Gonna bring up 3rd down and 11. Rashad still trying to get his bearings straight down there, sitting in a chair. And
yeah, I think he
may be done.
He may be done
for the evening.
He's got a pretty. I mean, he's a tough kid, and when he goes down, you know he's something pretty bad. And so, of course, he didn't want to end his season on the bench by any means. He's played tough this year, and he's taken a lot of licks. And boy, last year he stepped in when our senior Noah went out, and man, he didn't miss a beat. Matter of fact, set a freshman record last year, state record against Wilcox County. I think about nearly 500 yards, 400 and something.
I can't remember now, and I keep up with all that stuff.
Almost 500 yards, though. And he put on a show. And we lost that game, but, boy, he sure put on a show, though. And
he did. That was a big offensive game for both teams.
Of course, he was a freshman last year. For him to step into the shoes of a senior that went out. And, boy, I tell you, though, he didn't miss a beat. He spent a lot of time at my house last year. And Noah going over stuff with him and then watching game film. And
he's going to walk back up.
Noah thinks a lot of him. I know, and he's a great kid. You know,
Rashad's a great kid. He's like family to me and my family. Yep. He's played a lot of baseball with me and with my boy Noah, and a lot of these kids that's down here has played baseball. Yep. Rashad, he's rode a lot of trips with us.
Smart kid too.
He is. He's a very good kid.
Jacob in the shotgun, throws back. Oh,
he had Taekwon, and man, went right through his hands.
I tell you what, man, Jacob's got a little giddy up on that ball, and that ball got over there quick. And Jacob, he brings his own little package, and I mean, he's got, I think both passes he's come in there, they've been there, but the boys ain't catching them.
That's right.
And so.
And sometimes the ball got a little bit more zip on it.
Yeah, and I mean,
maybe he was expecting. And Jacob's back to pass again. He's lofting it up. Got it. Well, going to pick it off there. They say he didn't step out, but you can see that guy running down the sideline. He's going to be about 60 yards behind the play by the time it's over with. No way he could tell if anybody stepped out of bounds or not. I'm a big guy, and he's got me by 100
pounds. That was 4th down, right?
That was 4th down.
I mean,
so
that's just like a punt. About like a punt. But, boy, I tell you what, that it was close, though, to being stepping out down there.
Really thought he stepped out down there about the 9-yard line. If you look down there around the 9, you'll see grass tore up.
For a young man that's a freshman, Jacob's got a good, strong arm. And it's tough. I don't care who you are to step in there and throwing the ball, right off the bat. green as it can be.
It is.
But, I mean, that's not a bad interception, like I said, about like a punt. And just ended up having a little bit better return than we wished he had.
That's right. We could have brought the guy down in there. And now they going to throw the ball.
Number 22 right there.
I'm not real thrilled about that. They're going to throw the ball up 34-0 with 6:50 to go in the third quarter.
Jacob be on the sideline now, and he can come over here and kind of get into his position where he can get in his head what's going on, so that because you get thrown in right in the middle of a drive, it makes it kind of tough.
It does.
He threw the ball again and picked up the first down. You're taking on somebody else's drive. Rashad's talking to Jacob, and they can maybe get a couple throws on the sideline. Rashad's wanting to go back in.
I think we intercepted in the end. No, incomplete. We dropped another one.
No, he says did he catch it or not?
He's showing incomplete. The guy on the far side says incomplete. I don't know. We thought we caught it, but.
Well, he did some good acting down there because I thought he caught it.
If I would have caught the ball, I probably would have brought it back to the sideline with me, but he didn't, so I don't think he caught it. He run around like he caught it, but if you don't have the ball in your hand, there's no evidence that you did catch it.
Uh-oh, ball's on the ground. Snap. Ball's on the ground. Throws it out there, and they pick up another close to a first down. Picked up about 8 on that play. We didn't have a lot of people here tonight. Charlton didn't travel real good either, but the ones that were here stayed.
They did.
And so, I mean, we got about as many at the end as we did at the beginning this time. And people wrapped up in their blankets and enjoying this Friday night fall football. I see Rashad does got his helmet back on, so.
Jacobs put his cap back on. So that's a good sign that Rashad's okay.
Yeah.
I think Colton Hughes is shook up a little bit on that play.
Uh-oh, Colton jumped up like he was going after somebody. He's favored that shoulder all night. Just about every play I've seen him coming off working that shoulder, that right side. Looks like they
didn't gain but a yard.
I think they're bringing in there. They're gonna do a field goal.
Bringing in their field goal kicker. He's putting on that square-toed shoe.
Doing that, or it kind of just about can get a delayed game, swapping that shoe and stuff.
Keeps long enough.
Yep. No good. He finally missed one for the right. That one actually looked better than the last two that he made. More distance on it. So 5 minutes and 1 second left here in the third quarter. Your Charlton County Indians 34, Lanier County Bulldogs 0. Maybe we can get something going. The good news is that looks like Rashad's going to go back in the game. And poor Josh is getting his workout over there. He's stretching somebody out now and working with CJ. Of course, Colton came off with like a stinger on his arm and trying to do a concussion protocol on Rashad. He's staying busy over there. And so, when you a lot of these boys play offense and defense and everything else, that it makes it tough to stay healthy.
Rashad just going to loft it up. That's intercepted. I was going to say, be lucky if he don't pick that off. But going to bring it back to about the 33-yard line. That's consecutive interceptions from Bulldogs quarterbacks. Charlton's going to get the ball back on about our 32, 33-yard line, looks like. Did I hit that, Jeremy? Oh, okay. First down and 10. Charlton's got a new quarterback in there. They're going to hand it off, run off right tackle, big gain. About 13, 14 yards. Going to be down to about the 17-yard line. It's about a 17-yard run. First down and 10, Charlton from the 17. No huddle. Another run. Bulldogs push him back. Finally get a whistle blown in there. He's going to get down to about the 14-yard line. Pickup of about 3 yards. Bring up a second down and 7. Charlton has put in a backup quarterback, but still have a lot of their starters in on the lines and at receiving positions. Here's a snap. Pass out here in the flat to number 3. He bobbled it. We had a play on him. A lot of flags fly in there. Not sure what that is. Freshman Ja'Cory Williams down in there trying to make that tackle. Going to have a holding on Charlton County. Going to bring that play back. Don't move the ball back out to about the 17. So we're almost back to the original, just beyond the original line of scrimmage. Be a second down and 10.
Keith, that was Noah and Colin checking on their shot.
Was it?
And so kicked it out to the outside. Don't know if we're going to catch him. Nope, that's going to be a touchdown.
No, he's going to score. And barring the extra point, Charlton to get that 41 points I was talking about.
We'll be tied for the
most
points scored against Lanier County in the year. So
that's right. Now, granted, some of those points were scored on our offense, on returns, and pick sixes, and fumble recoveries.
What is that number? Do you remember?
I believe it's 396 points. I may be wrong on that. It may be 426.
Number 22.
.318 to go in the ball game. In the third quarter.
Here's the snap. And the kick.
It's good. 41-0.
It's good. 41. So, as you had already said, that's going to tie the most points scored in 1 year. And we don't say that as a negative against our coaching staff. Please don't misunderstand us. Our coaches have done a good job this year with what they have. You know, I would love to have seen, of course, we had 3 seniors who went to Valwood. I'd love to see those boys. I wish them the best, and we give them the, you know, they did what they thought was best for them. But, boy, I tell you, I'd love to have them here this year. Those 3 seniors would have, along with the 3 that we did have, you know, having 6 seniors would make a huge difference in a season. And
well, I'm happy for those guys and wish them nothing but the best. I know they're going to make the playoffs. So that was at Valwood, and that's I'm proud for them. But it would have been good to have them here to kind of been mentors to these these younger players. We had some seniors, but those seniors were not. And I don't want to talk about the guys and say something bad about them, but they were not
that star
what you
athlete.
would call a star athlete or a mentor.
That's right. Yeah, that leader, absolutely. You know, you take a Matthew Hardy, man. I tell you, you don't find a better leader.
No, you don't.
I mean, he's just as.
And he comes around, and he still lives here in Lakeland.
Absolutely.
He comes around, and these kids still look up to him, even though he's no longer a teammate.
Taekwon's got a corner over
here. He got
a
nice block back behind him, and they're gonna call the crack block here, but they did not call it in the first half. That's a terrible call.
That's a terrible call. But yeah, you don't find a better leader
You don't.
than Matthew Hardy.
And
of course,
Willie Robertson and Ashton McNeil.
Willie did he was one of the top plays of the week last week.
I saw that.
He had a run last week where he was just steamrolling over people. And, of course, I love all three of those kids. They have been at my house a bunch. Got one of the Charlton County boys are shook up, and the coaches don't even know it. And they're trying to get the coach's attention and say, hey, Coach, you got somebody over here hurt, buddy.
Yeah.
There he comes. And so but yeah, I wish nothing but the best. But saying that, of course, we're going to bleed some black and red over here, and we want the best for Lanier County.
Right. That's exactly
and so
right.
we can say that we miss them and that we wish that they were here, because I think we'd have had a little bit better of a ball team.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. They
with
made
them here. And there might have been some other guys that would have played that didn't play.
There you go.
And so saying all those things, the what ifs and the buts and the ands, but at the end of the time, so.
Well, you take there. Just out of those three, you got. Start with Matt Hardy. He was one of our leading receivers last year and a good defensive player.
Oh, my goodness. Great. I mean, linebacker. Good.
Great linebacker. And you take Ashton McNeil, one
running
of our
back,
if not our leading tackler,
yep.
one of our leading tacklers last year.
Willie Robertson in the backfield.
Yeah,
that opens up
Willie
everything.
toting the ball, and you never know what we do.
And Willie play linebacker. So, I mean, all of that together. Throws it out to EJ. EJ makes a little spin.
Up over about the 12, 13-yard line.
But, it changes the dynamic when you put those three guys on either side of the ball or both sides of the ball.
That's right.
But we were talking about the score being tied with the most scorers here in Lanier County, tied with the most has been given. But that's not a negative against our coach.
But no, by no means.
But at the same time, he's in the building process, and he knows it, and the community knows it. And, I've even appreciated our paper. Every week they'll do an article, our young Bulldogs. They
right.
emphasize that young, and it is.
That's right.
And, and our community knows that, and we just, and that's what I was telling Coach Williams just at lunch. I'm like, hey, man, people are behind you.
Yes, sir.
I don't you hold that head low, man. I said,
and I only brought up the fact about tying the most points allowed, because we're looking at such a young ball team.
Oh, absolutely.
And it
here's the good
really
thing,
was a
Keith, you
compliment.
can't go but one way. You
That's
can't
right.
get no worse, right? I mean, you can't lose but 10 games, so, I mean, you can't do no worse. So,
That's
I
right.
mean, anything you do from this point on is just going to be, it's going to get better.
And in saying that, this is a bunch of freshmen and sophomores. The group that had that record was seniors.
I believe that's going to be a first down.
Should be
That's Colton Hughes' first
Hughes.
catch of the night. Rashad rolled out to his right. Taekwon was deep and open. But again,
First down, Lanier County.
Right to the 24-yard line, about a 6-yard completion.
don't you go to sleep down there. Offensive coordinator get you, boy.
Who's going to sleep?
No. He didn't call out that first down.
Shot back to pass again. Nice throw, and undoubtedly him and Taekwon wasn't on the same
They
page.
wasn't on the same page on that one.
That's number 2, Taekwon Baker. Complete. Second down.
About a minute left here in the third quarter. Charlton County running on and off players, giving some of their younger guys an opportunity, I think, to get in.
55 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Handoff up the middle.
Well, I tell you what, it looked like there was a hole there, and it just kind of like Josiah just kind of laid down in it. He didn't, his first couple of runs tonight was wide open like a Mack truck running hard, and the last several carries he's had, it just kind of died down. He just ain't got the steam he did in that first. Of course, I know he plays both ways a lot, and but it just seemed like he's out of gas. 3rd and 7.
Taekwon hit as the ball got to him. That's
That
going to bring up
number
4th down and
6 there.
7.
That was a good defensive play. Wasn't pass interference. I mean, he had a chance to catch the ball, but he got hit as the ball got there. That'll bring us down to 11 seconds left in the third quarter. It's going to be fourth down, so that's going to be, punt.
Fourth down, 11 seconds to go. Punting situation.
I don't know if I wouldn't just let the clock run down on that last one there and come into the go ahead and have that extra timeout going in, changing the quarters and
that's right.
Get my bell. But we snapped the ball just a little bit early and could have brought it on down. And
Dearborn and Gaines coming out.
Rashad getting back to punt the ball. Yeah, it'd have been nice to go ahead and have an opportunity to have a timeout there at the changing of the quarter, but we will go ahead and there's a snap. Rashad thought about it.
Good roll kick out here on the kick.
Oh, and Taekwon just kind of outrunning.
Finally got
Colton
him out of
Hughes
bounds,
able to
about
get
the
him out.
41-yard line.
Boy, Rashad, he thought about it mighty hard.
Well, I think he did that last week. He ran for a first down.
One of the things when Matt White was quarterback, of course, and kicker, one of the things that he would do, we'll tell you about it after we get back. This is the end of the third quarter. This will bring us to the fourth quarter, and so we'll take just a moment to have a break. Hear a word from our sponsor.
El Carrisal is located at 29 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. They have a big dining area for you and your family to come dine in for lunch or supper. Restaurant hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for supper. Orders are available for pickup by calling in your order at 229-482-1122. Go check out El Carrisal on Main Street in Lakeland the next time you're in town.
We're back. Well, what I was saying before our break on Matt White, when he was a quarterback and the punter, I know it was junior year, when we would line up and he would go to punt, there was on many occasions Noah, he would take off to the sideline and Matt would pick him up and throw the ball. I don't know how many times we did that Noah's junior season and picked up a first down and then some. But that was one of those things that Matt was real good at. Boy, that number 7, I'm going to say, I don't think he went down, and boy, he is off to the races.
About a 59-yard.
We did a poor job, and there's a penalty. I don't know what the penalty was on. It was must have been sportsmanlike or something. Not sure. The touchdown was over, and he was on the way back to the bench when. But that was some very poor one-arm tackling there. They just kind of gave up on that one, and he just never lost his foot and just made it right on in there.
Charlton has brought in their JV offense, and, of course, those guys practice like everybody else.
That's right.
They come in wanting to score. And
of course, they've got at least another game to go. Clinch County won the region, right?
Irwin County.
Irwin County.
Irwin County won the region.
There's a snap and a kick.
No good.
No good.
47-0.
47-0, Charlton County. We are just starting into the final quarter, and we are running clock. And I didn't see what that call was, what the flag was on, but it's going to be assessed, so we get to.
They're going to kick it from the 25.
I'm not sure. I didn't see what the call actually was, but they have backed them up. I think seems like our deep guys are a little deep. Well, they may need to come up a little bit. Number 22 lines up. About to kick the ball off. Taekwon and Keontae deep. There's the kick. It's not very deep. Keontae's going to pick it up. He's got a line over here on the side. Well, I started to see he had a good block, but somebody got nailed. One of our guys went to block, and guy just ran. That was Shreve Bacon, and he just got lit up. Give him an effort for the trying of the block, but boy, I think he took the bad end on that one.
So the Bulldogs going to start on their own 48.
Well, great field position. Clock's running, 11 minutes, 17 seconds left in the ball game. Again, we do want to remind everybody, set the clocks back tomorrow night. We want to thank everybody for coming out and listening to and supporting these Lanier County Bulldogs, this young team. No doubt we're excited about the future of this team. We've talked a lot about it. We want to thank our community for feeding them so much. And and he's got him wide open. There he goes.
Right over right up the seam.
Oh!
Bring him down about the 5-yard line.
Did he fumble?
Fumble should have been caused by the
Right.
ground should have caused the fumble.
It did. Man, I tell you what now, Keontae's quick. But that was about a 50-yard pickup there, a 40-something-yard pickup. They got him back all the way on the 6-yard line. 6-yard line. Boy, I thought he had it.
46-yard pass play. First down and goal.
We need to score here.
Josh Sermon's in at the slot. Could look for him to catch a ball over the middle. Rashad's going to run it. He's going to score.
Score!
6-yard touchdown run for Rashad Brockington.
Good job there, not giving up. Of course, we'll go for the 2-point conversion here. What happened to our kicker that we had?
He's still here.
Is he still here?
Mm-hmm.
Anna's getting to run up and down the sidelines with our Big L.
Rashad drops back, looks, runs, throws back.
Oh, and Keontae drops it. Had it in his hands. Our boys hadn't done a good job with the ball security on the throws tonight. We've dropped 2 interceptions. We've dropped a couple of good passes. Jacob Faircloth has stepped in and threw a couple of good balls, and just hadn't had the sure hands tonight like we wish we could have. But we have scored. 9 minutes and 9 seconds left in the ball game. 47-6. But we were saying just a minute ago that I'll take some of that. We was talking about a few minutes ago that our community, the churches and the various businesses have stepped in, and not just our football team, but the softball. And boy, I talked to one of the girls the other day. They said they had so much food and snacks and this, that, and the other from the community. And that makes you feel good.
It does.
Win or lose, there's some people here that that love this program. And I'll tell you, Scott Ray's come in as athletic director and done a great job of building a program that develops good character. And he don't put up with much junk from the coaches and stuff. So some of their young men have come in. Right, number 82 right there is 5'6", 110 pounds, freshman. And he's like, don't give me the ball. Oh, he said, oh. Well, I'll be doggone.
That ball had to have been down.
Had to be. Boy, he just got sandwiched. There's a flag. Maybe a sideline or something. I don't know. That's a. How in the world? That was funny. Four of them boys looked at it and said, I don't want it. Somebody came in there and picked it up and ran it about 20 yards and got flattened by Taekwon, I believe.
Personal foul on Charlton County. No loss at all.
So they called a personal foul on Charlton County. Going to back them back up to about where the ball was at when they got picked up.
So back around the 36-yard line.
36-yard line. At number 11 there, the quarterback's a sophomore. Oh! I tell you what, we were right there with that guy as soon as he caught the ball in the backfield. We were right there with him, and that's another sophomore, 160-pound, 5'9" running back. But just as soon as he touched the ball, we had him wrapped up. These are some of the young men that we're going to be seeing against our guys in the future. So they're 9th and 10th graders. Colton Hughes had him in the backfield. There you go. You know, and this is what I like, Keith. I'm just going to be flat honest with you because these are the kids that are the age of our kids. And so now you can see the competition level. When our boys are out there, you know, put me up against 9th and 10th graders and we'll compete. And they've been competing for 4 quarters, and they still out there fighting hard. And got third and about 15 here. But these are the kids they're going to be playing against, you know, in the years to come. I'd say most everybody out there, I was trying to look at all the numbers, just about everybody out there, you know, is juniors and sophomores. I mean, freshmen and sophomores. The guy that was just carrying the ball, number 26, is a sophomore. Again, see, we've got 4th down now. They got 4th and about 5.
He's up to the 42. That was a 10-yard run.
And they're going to go for it. See if our boys can be a little disciplined here. Be careful. Watch out. Hard count. There it is. Quarterback's going to try to get it. And, man, I tell you, he's going to be close.
They might have said he stepped out of bounds.
And the ball turned over. Yep, it sure did. And so our freshman and sophomore stood up to their freshman and sophomore, and we got the ball back. You know, that's good.
In Charlton County territory.
Give us a chance maybe to score another one here. 6 minutes and 33 seconds left here in the ball game. Several of these boys, I don't know, you may know, Keith. I know Taekwon, EJ, CJ, I think. How many, Rashad. Trying to think how many boys will be playing basketball tomorrow. I think Anelius, I believe he plays.
He does.
Shaw's got a deep man. He's got Taekwon. Oh!
Intercepted, throwed it behind him.
Oh, he fumbled it. I mean,
He dropped
it.
fumbled
He
Never
dropped
got control of
Yep.
it.
But yeah, there's probably at least 5, I guess. As far as I mean, there might be more that I can't think of. And but that will be playing basketball tomorrow night.
You got Taekwon, Rashad, CJ, and EJ, and Nilius.
Nilius. I know those 5. I'm just trying to think, is there any other ones?
I think that's it. I believe that's all. I may be missing somebody, but.
Is 24? Is that
24 is Josh.
That's Josh, ain't it? I thought he had on white socks a while ago, and well, I tell you what, he was wide open on that play. He did a corner. He did a post right there. Boy, he was scatting. I guy looked at him like, man, where are you going?
3rd down and 10.
I tell you what, I like to see Josh run that same play, and that safety got sucked in a little bit, and Josh got behind him. There he is. There's a flag. It's going to be pass interference. Number 6 actually had Taekwon by the shirt, pulling him back. And so Taekwon, you can see he's out of gas, and that'll give us a first down.
Get Carris down to about the 25-yard line.
Keep us alive. You can see Taekwon's head down. He's hands on the hip. He's tired. He'll be able to run up down that court tomorrow.
Yeah, he'll catch his breath. And
oh, my goodness.
Offensive
pass interference. The guy ain't even by the shirt tail pulling him down. That, with a 41-point lead, I don't know about that.
3rd down and
These
25.
refs won't be able to get up in the morning.
No, they.
I ain't gonna say that. I'm just as fat as them, so I ain't gonna.
Well, I am too, but I don't go out there and try to be a side judge.
I hear you, man. Rashad steps back and he's firing it down the sideline. EJ's got it.
He's gonna go in
top
for the score.
touchdown. There it is. There it is.
Charlton might ought to have declined that penalty.
Yeah. Now that coach is going, I declined it. But a little late. EJ got him one. I was kind of hoping we'd get him that one because I just thought he could out-jump that number 3 over there all night. He'd been playing pretty soft coverage. We haven't thrown it to EJ but a couple of times tonight. But we're going to give that perk to EJ because he actually climbed the ladder, got it, stayed in bounds, fought for the breakaway, and scored a touchdown. 3 minutes, 52 seconds left on the running clock. Lanier County 12. I think I'd call number 16's number just because the shirt, his hands were just shirt. See what he would do. Rashad's going to run again. Nope. Oh, and Keontae's standing right there in the corner. Oh, Jaden Young standing there. There again, when you play those young boys against our young boys, we got a chance. But when you're playing against 15, 20 plus seniors, it's tough.
Well, they said they had 22 coming into the ball
seniors,
game.
man. That's I know I was looking at the roster here, and there's just one right after another. 2, 5, 6, 13. They got 17 freshmen. So, they do a good job of filling it in every year. They got a pretty good history down there. Of course, they had some big players come down. The Baileys, Champ Bailey, and of course played for University of Georgia. Went on to play for Denver.
Boss Bailey.
Noah got
another brother down there, Bailey, another Bailey.
Noah got Champ Bailey's autograph years ago, and on a Georgia football helmet, and that's one of his. He's got Herschel Walker's signature on one side, Champ Bailey on the other. That's one of his prized possessions. Of course, Chant went on and played for Denver for many years.
Washington Redskins.
Yeah, Redskins. And so they got a little bit of some history down there.
Of course, talking about 17 freshmen. They played a JV ball game yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're talking about we're in week 11, and they're still playing JV football games. So they keep them tuned up down there.
Well, they got enough players that they can do that. If you got 22 seniors, you know your freshmen's not getting to play. Our freshmen have to play. You know, we're starting, you know, I don't know how many freshmen we start, but half our team's freshmen. So I hadn't actually counted them. But, you know, if you – because they can't play but just so many quarters in a year. So, you know, our JV team gets kind of cut a little short when you – be nice to be able to play a full season for your JV and give them some quality reps. One of our guys is lined up all sides. That was Cortez Robinson. Number 31 there made a good tackle.
Game of 7, 2nd and 3.
Boy, he didn't want to go down, did he? That was a tough run there by number 25, Keyshawn Hobbs, a 9th grader, 160 pounds, 5'3". But, well, he didn't want to go down, did he? He was fighting for everything he had.
No gain on the play. 3rd down, 3 yards to go.
Nelius kind of rolled up, I think, his ankle on that one and come out a play or two. He went to hand the ball off, and the guy wasn't there, and doggone if he didn't. A long run there by their young quarterback. About a minute left. So, Keith, I've enjoyed this year. I appreciate you being in the press box.
It's been fun.
And I tell you what, it's been a good year from the standpoint of getting to know a whole new coaching staff, and appreciate you helping out in the press box. And I know you're going to be helping do the radio program for the basketball this year.
Yes.
So I hope that everybody will tune in and put LCN on their phones or computers, whatever it may be, and make sure that you let them know how much you appreciate them. And if you want to be able to be one who will sponsor, that'd be great as well. I know that they would love to have you. And there's the knee, and that'll take us down to the 0. And so we will be back tomorrow with the basketball team, and we'll see you next year here at Rockmore Field.
Charlton County 47, Lanier County 14. This concludes our season.
El Carrisal is located at 29 West Main Street in Lakeland, Georgia. They have a big dining area for you and your family to come dine in for lunch or supper. Restaurant hours are Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for lunch, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. for supper. Orders are available for pickup by calling in your order at 229-482-1122. Go check out El Carrisal on Main Street in Lakeland the next time you're in town.